Sarita, lecturer in botany, GDCW, Nalgonda. Today in this video, I am going to talk about megasporogenesis in angiosperms and structure of embryo sac or female gametophyte. Let's talk about the megasporogenesis. The process of development of female gametophyte or megaspore is known as megasporogenesis. In this megasporogenesis, megaspore equal to female gametophyte and development means genesis. Before going to talk about megasporogenesis, first we have to know about the female flower part. Part of carpels. Carpel contains stigma, style, ovary and ovule. Ovule present within the ovary. Ovule is present within the ovary. This is about female flower. Let's move to our topic, megasporogenesis. In crassinucellate ovules. Crassinucellate ovules means the ovule which is having bulky or massive nucellus is called crassinucellate ovule. Megasporogenesis development starts from the in crassinucellate ovules. Megasporogenesis development starts from the archisporial cell which is originated from the hypodermal cells. This archisporial cells takes divisions and produce primary archisporial cells. This primary archisporial cells again takes periclinal division and produce outer side primary parietal cells and inner side primary sporogenous cells. Outer primary parietal cells may or may not divide further and it totally depends on its nature. If this primary parietal cells takes periclinal division, this primary parietal cells forms parietal cells. Next, coming to the inner primary sporogenous cells. This primary sporogenous cell act as a megaspore mother cells. This megaspore mother cells takes meiotic division and produce 4 haploid megaspore tetrad which are arranged in linear. In this megaspore tetrad, generally only one is functional, remaining 3 haploid megaspores are degenerates. In this megaspore tetrad, generally only one haploid megaspore is functional, remaining 3 degenerates. This functional megaspore, it may be upper one or lower one. In some later on, this functional megaspore takes further divisions and forms embryo sac. In tenunucellate ovules, tenunucellate means ovules having little nucellus is called tenunucellate ovules. The archisporial cells directly act as megaspore mother cell without any divisions. In tenunucellate ovules, the archisporial cells directly act as megaspore mother cells, megaspore mother cell without any divisions. Megaspore mother cells takes meiotic division and produce 4 haploid megaspore tetrad which are arranged in linear. In this megaspore tetrad, generally only one haploid megaspore is functional and remaining 3 degenerates. This functional megaspore, it may be upper one or lower one. Later on, this functional megaspore takes further divisions and forms embryo sac. In some species like Balanophora, the microphylar megaspore is functional. The microphylar megaspore is functional in Balanospora. In Aristolochia, the third megaspore from the microphylar side becomes functional. This third megaspore becomes functional in Aristolochia. In Casuarina, both microphylar and chalazal megaspores are functional in Casuarina. Sorry, composite. In composite, both microphylla and chalazal megaspores are functional in composite. In Casuarina, all the megaspores in Casuarina, all the megaspores of the tetrad are only one become functional in Casuarina. In Vanagraceae family, chalazal megaspore. This chalazal megaspore is functional in Vanagraceae. Later on, this functional megaspore takes further division and produce and forms embryo sac. Let's see how it happens. Megaspore mother cell takes reduction division, meiotic division and forms 4 haploid tetrad. In this 4 haploid tetrad, only one is functional, remaining 3 degenerates. This functional megaspore, it may be upper one or lower one. Later on, this megaspore mother cell takes mitotic division and produce 2 nucleus. Later on, this functional megaspore nucleus takes mitotic division and produce 2 nuclei. Again, this 2 nuclei takes second mitotic division and produce 4 nuclei. Again, this 4 nucleus takes third mitotic division and produce 8 nuclei. 8 nuclei embryo sac. In this 8 nuclei, 4 nucleus moves to the microphylla end, 4 nucleus moves to the chalazal end. Later on, 1 nucleus from the microphylla end and 1 nucleus from the chalazal end comes center to the embryo sac and fuses together and forms diploid secondary nucleus. Next, coming to the microphylla end, the 3 nucleus of microphylla end surrounded by the plasma membrane and forms egg apparatus. This egg apparatus contains egg cell and 2 synergids. And next, coming to the chalazal end, 3 nucleus of the chalazal end surrounded by plasma membrane and forms 3 antipodal cells. 3 antipodal cells. This is about megasporogenesis. Now let's talk about structure of embryo sac or female gametophyte. The female gametophyte or embryo sac are 7 celled. Here we can see this one is chalazal end, this one is microphylla end. This chalazal end contains 3 antipodal cells. Center of the embryo sac contains 1 diploid secondary nucleus cell. And coming to the microphylla end, this microphylla end contains 3 celled egg apparatus, totally 7 cells. And 8 nucleate. Coming to the chalazal end, here we can see 3 nucleus and center of the embryo sac we can see 2 nucleus, and coming to the microphylla end, here we can see another 3 nucleus. Total 8 nucleus are present in the matured embryo sac. The female gametophyte or embryo sac 7 cell and 8 nucleate. The development of embryo sac is of polygonum type. The development of embryo sac is of polygonum type. embryo sac development starts from megaspore mother cell. This embryo sac development starts from megaspore mother cell. This megaspore mother cell takes meiotic division and produce 4 haploid megaspore tetrad, which are arranged in line here. Produce 4 haploid tetrad. In this polygonum type of embryo sac, this chelazal megaspore is functional and the remaining 3 megaspores are degenerates. Embryo sac development starts from the megaspore mother cell. This megaspore mother cell takes meiotic division and produce 4 haploid megaspore tetrad, which are arranged in a line. In the polygonum type of embryo sac, this chelazal megaspore is functional and remaining 3 degenerates. This functional megaspore nuclei takes 3 mitotic division and produce 8 nuclei embryo sac. This functional megaspore nuclei takes 3 mitotic divisions and produce 8 nuclei embryo sac. In this 8 nuclei, 4 nucleus moves to the microphylar end and 4 nucleus moves to the chelazal end. Later on, 1 nucleus from the microphylar end, 1 nucleus from the chelazal end comes center to the embryo sac and fuse together and forms diploid secondary nucleus. Like this, and forms diploid secondary nucleus. 1 nucleus from the chelazal end, 1 nucleus from the microphylar end comes center to the embryo sac and fusing together and forms diploid secondary nucleus. Next, coming to the microphylar end, this microphylar and coming to the microphylar end, 3 nucleus of the microphylar end surrounded by the plasma membrane and forms 3-celled egg apparatus. This is the 3-celled egg apparatus. In this egg apparatus, contains centrally located central cell and 2 synergids. Next, coming to the chelazal end, 3 nucleus of the chelazal end surrounded by the plasma membrane and forms 3 antipodal cells. This matured embryo sac contains three antipodal cells and 1 diploid secondary nucleus and 3-celled egg apparatus. Coming to the egg apparatus, this egg apparatus contains 3 cells. In this 3 cells, centrally located cell is called egg cell. Egg cell is characterized by having large nuclei. This is the nuclei. This is the nuclei. Egg cell characterized by having a large nuclei at the base and a vacuole above it. Next, coming to the 2 synergids. Two synergids present at the microphylar end. This synergids characterized by the vacuole at the base and a nucleus above it. This synergids usually persistent soon after fertilizations. At the base of the synergids, the finger-like projections are present lower side of the synergids. These are the finger-like projections. Finger-like projections are present lower side of the synergids. These are called filiform apparatus. This is called filiform apparatus. This filiform apparatus forms tract to pollen tube entering into the embryo sac. This is about egg apparatus. Next, coming to the diploid secondary nucleus. one cell from the chelazal and one nucleus from the chelazal and one nucleus from the microphylla end comes center to the embryo sac and fusing together and forms diploid secondary nucleus. Next, coming to the chelazal end, three nucleus of the chelazal end surrounded by the plasma membrane and forms three celled antipodals. Three antipodal cells. These three antipodal cells degenerate before fertilization. This is about embryo sac. This egg cell fused to the male gametophyte or and forms embryo. Thank you.